So, I mean, how many cameras we have this year? We have, let's start with Canon. Canon EOS R5 with 8K and 120 frames per second. And then we have the Sony A7S III. Again, 4K 120 frames per second.
Alpha.
So that's a little bit higher price, right? And then we have the little sister of the A7S III, that A7C, that was just launched like few days ago.
Alpha.
And then also we have, the little sister of the R5, the R6. And on top of that, then we have the Lumix S5. So we have options of camera to choose from. So basically we are blessed. But the question is that, how do you choose? Are you a person that chooses because you have loyalty to a brand, or you choose because of the feature and the spec of the camera? Let me know in the comment box below, yeah? But for me, hey, Hakuna Matata people, I'm KH, yeah? And welcome back to my channel. And as always, I always give away. And this time, I'm giving away a Mavic Air drone. So you have to watch the video till the end, to find out exactly how you get that drone, yeah? Okay then, let's get into that video. The question that I always ask myself when I want to buy a camera is what I'm getting out of the camera in terms of the spec and also in terms of the durability. And one thing that's recently become so much important for me is, the autofocus. I've been using the Panasonic S1 for almost 18 months. It's a hybrid camera. You can shoot 4K up to 60p. Right, the image quality is great. You have 10-bit 422. All those things. But the downside of the Panasonic system is the autofocus is not reliable at all. And as a vlogger and one person shooting, sometimes I realize, not sometimes, all the time I rely on the autofocus to get it right, because I cannot do manual focus and then come and stand in front of the camera, so I need the autofocus to be correct. So that was disappointing, for me. And with the Panasonic S5, they still stick with the same system of that autofocus. It's called defocus from, no, it's not defocus, it's DFD, depth from defocus. And I don't know why Panasonic stick with that autofocus, where you got Sony, you got Canon, where the autofocus is so reliable. When you buy a camera, you need to be really mindful of why you're using your money to buy the camera. And I said earlier on about the autofocus system. Sony and Canon are leading in that regard. If you're happy with just using manual in a focus, so then it's a different subject. But if you're a content creator, like most of us content creator, and sometimes you are the one person that doing the filming, so therefore you need to be able to trust your camera that to lock the autofocus on you all the time. So that's one thing that when you're thinking of buying a camera, you need to think about, because I said that there's so much option now in the market that we need. First thing is that you need to have a camera where the autofocus can be reliable. So, are you loyal to a brand, or are you loyal to a camera that can satisfy your need? Me personally, brand is absolutely nothing for me. But as long that I get the camera that can satisfy my need, and then I can trust the camera 120%, that's why I'm going to send my money to. It's not what is the marketing that tell you, but it's about what the camera can deliver to me. So every time that you buy a piece of electronic, always remember that. The money that you're spending, is it going to give you the thing that the camera or the electronic tell you, or telling you that the electronic can deliver? And if so then, yeah, spend the money. If no, please take care of your money, because you work hard, you sweat, to get that money. So remember that. One more thing that I always look into camera is low light capability. Now you don't, there's no way that you can carry light with you any and everywhere. So if you're a camera that can give you low light capability, like what the Sony A7S III, what the Canon EOS R5 can give you, so that's something that you need to look at it in the top of the criteria of selection of what camera you need to stick with. So low light capability is really, really important as well. Another point is that when you're thinking about buying a camera, is to think about how easy for you to get accessory, for that camera. If you go with Canon, you just need to look at it. Are you going to get so much variety of lenses? Are you going to get so much accessories that that you can use to make even your camera better? Or if you look at Sony, there is so much accessories, there is so much variety of lenses. If you look at the Panasonic, you need to ask yourself the same questions, because it's one of the mistakes that I have done when I got the Panasonic S1 is that at that moment when I bought it like 18 months ago, there is maybe 2 or 3 lenses only that can fit this Panasonic L series, and those lenses was really expensive at the same time. So there was only a 50mm, there is a 24 to 105 f4. Yeah, I think that's I think those are the 2 lenses that were available at that moment, and I was stuck. So that's another thing that you need to consider about availability and also accessibility. I am giving away the Mavic Air drone. 2 things you have to do. 1, subscribe to my channel right now and like this video. By the end of September, if I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to put one name, and you get the drone. If not, so I'm going to move it to October. So subscribe and like before we get into the next of the video. Right? Okay, good. Let's get into the next of the video. Don't you be sweet? The most important part for me is, for you to really look after your money, not buying into those rhetoric of brand loyalty, or Canon versus Sony, or Fuji film, all those kind of things. I think if we do that, we're just playing in the hand of, you know, the marketers and, you know, the advert and so and so. But the most important thing is that you need to look after yourself, looking after your money, and get something that you know that will last long, that you can get the best out of it, and then you have so much accessibility, you have so much, probability, no probability. What's the probability has to do with that? No probability, but so much tool. So guys, so that's what I have for you today, and I hope that, you know, you enjoyed this video, and if so, please like the video, and if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel. I'm giving away a Mavic Air drone. It's beautiful drone, it's so powerful. Two things to do: subscribe and like my video. And you know, when I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna put somebody's name, and the person will get the drone. As always, you know, thank you, Hakuna Matata, God bless you, and I will see you in my next video.